Officer Day, would you open the courtroom for us, please?
The State of Michigan 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge David S. Robinson Jr. presiding. Court is now in session. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Dad. Here we go.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
We are on the record. This is file number 22178-350. Timothy Jacobic versus Wade Prime Properties. Appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sean Riddell appearing on behalf of plaintiff counter defendant Timothy Jacobic.
You remember the State Bar of Michigan?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, P81302.
Counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Issa Haddad, P71699, on behalf of the defendants and counter plaintiff.
All right, gentlemen, since we were last together on July 7th, I see a number of trees have died for a motion for summary disposition. My first question is, are we satisfied that our written discovery is now completed?
No, Your Honor, we're still waiting on responses from defendants.
I got some documents from my client for review. They're almost completed. I should have them within I should have them by Wednesday next week. This weekend.
All right, so we're not ready to calendar the motion, what you're telling me.
This is a C8 motion, Your Honor.
Okay, well, if we got responses coming, we'll have to see what's coming in the hour.
Okay.
The motion involves what? Pleadings.
Right.
So either way. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you guys another date. I'm going to close your discovery. And you think you'll have that done in a couple of weeks, your counsel, you're saying to me?
Yes, Your Honor.
So why don't I give you a short date? And close your discovery as of today. How about I give you September the 8th? Does that work for everybody?
Will it be at 10 o'clock?
Yes.
That works for me, that works for me, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I'm actually going to be in person in court in 36th District that morning for a preliminary exam. I could maybe do 9 o'clock if that works, or
not going to work because I have other problems at 9 o'clock.
of course.
How about September the 9th, which is the next day, which is a Friday?
I could do the morning, yes.
Mr. Haddad?
10 o'clock works for me, Your Honor.
All right, September 9th at 10 o'clock. We'll do our next pretrial, and your written discovery is now closed. Now, I expect Mr. Haddad to get that work done. I do not expect to hear the motion on September the 9th, but I do expect by that point in time we'll be in a position to calendar.
And Your Honor, I think I have a two-part question.
Shoot.
I potentially will be filing a plaintiff's C10 motion and of course a defendant's C10 motion. Could those be heard on the same day as the pending C8 motion? And would that be?
Assuming you will be able.
Okay.
Give Mr. Haddad the 3 weeks he's entitled to.
Okay.
So what I'll do, I can simply, if you get that file before we are together, then what I'll do is I can simply be in a position then to calendar all the motions for summary disposition at one time.
Okay, that sounds good. So if I file it next week before our hearing, we'll be able to schedule that date at the next hearing.
Schedule everything.
Perfect. That
Because
sounds great, Your Honor.
that way we have all of our motions out. We can get them all done at one time. There is one more matter here. What's the amount of controversy here?
I believe it's about 8,500 plus fees.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Sir.
The amount of controversy is 1,500 plus attorney fees is what he's claiming.
Okay, so we'll work that out. Have you guys in what is a business dispute Have you thought about having it resolved by a facilitator?
This morning I
I'm
sent
open.
over an offer of judgment, Your Honor. And so I believe he's got 21 days to respond to that. And if we're not concluded by then, I believe I wouldn't mind either case evaluation or a private facilitation.
In Your Honor, all that is true. I've conveyed the offer of judgment to my client. Generally, when I do a case evaluation on a consumer protection case, I also want to ask for the evaluation to deal with a separate evaluation of fees.
Well, the other problem that we have is that it's really not going to be useful to have this matter set for facilitation or case evaluation pending the disposition of any motion for summary disposition. So if you guys want to go through facilitation or case evaluation, I would suggest that you withdraw and not file any motion for summary dispositions. Because if you go to case facilitation or case evaluation and somebody says, hey, there's outstanding motions for summary disposition, they're just going to throw up their hands and say, why are you here?
Your Honor, may I address Mr. Haddad?
Sure.
Okay. Mr. Haddad, I'd be open to case eval if you'd be
Okay,
willing to
let's do
stipulate.
this. Let's stop
Okay.
right here.
Okay.
You guys can do whatever negotiating you want. I'm going to talk to you on September the 9th.
Okay.
And discuss these matters amongst yourself. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put you into a chat room so you can have this conversation. But again, you know, it's not going to be useful to have the case set for evaluation or facilitation if you are going to be proceeding with these motions for summary disposition, because the facilitators will say, why, you guys are here too early. All right, so I'll talk to you guys September 9th at 10 o'clock. I'm going to get you guys into a chat room so you can have whatever conversations you need to have, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Break on rooms. Dot 2. Del 2. Cool. Good morning, Counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Why are you here today?
This is Vital Community Care, case number 22-180899.
All right, I have Mr. Patterson. Let's get you and get started. All right, we are on the record calling case number 22-180899, Vital Community Care versus City of Detroit. Could I have your appearances, please?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Michael Fergustrom for the plaintiff.
You a member of the State Bar of Michigan?
Yes, I am, Your Honor. Bar number 48864.
Counsel?
Good morning, Your Honor. Ben Patterson on behalf of defendant, City of Detroit, P85118.
Okay, so I need somebody for, I guess, let's guess that's Tim Jacobic. Let's see if this is going to be he. I'm one lawyer short here.
Well, there actually he is appearing. There we go.
Good morning, Counsel. Hello,
Good morning.
what are you here for?
I'm here for a complaint against the Wade Prime Properties. Sean Riddell is my counsel.
Oh, well, sir, we already did your file.
Oh, you're all set? You're all done?
Yeah, they're here. They got a return date of September the 9th.
Thank you.
Okay,
Have a good day.
be safe.
You too.
Well, gentlemen, I don't seem to have all my defendants.
Your Honor, I believe that we are the only ones who will be appearing today, and the reason for that is we are actually intervening in a circuit court case for Ms. Hentz, and we have submitted a stipulated order of dismissal to your court. You may not have received it yet, but if you haven't, it is en route.
Well, what I have in my file is I don't have a dismissal. I have a motion for summary disposition filed on behalf of National General. Are they the parties that you dismissed?
No, Your Honor, we're dismissing this case entirely before
Oh.
you because it is going to
Oh.
be pursued in the circuit court by intervention.
So we were last together on August 18th. Did the court grant your motion to intervene? Because at that point, when we were together, you didn't know if the court was going to grant your motion to intervene or not.
My understanding is that the court is allowing us to intervene, Your Honor.
Okay. So you guys
Your
are no
Honor.
longer, I'm sorry, Mr. Patterson, go ahead, sir.
Yes, Your Honor, the order to intervene was granted.
Okay,
And they have filed their intervening complaint as well.
okay, so everybody has what they need except me. I don't have a stipulated order to dismiss. Right?
It was sent from my office. Unfortunately, it was sent by mail 2 or 3 days ago, Your Honor, and
Okay.
You'll
All
get
right.
it when the postal service
Ah,
proper.
Post office does whatever post office does. Okay, well, you guys, goodbye. Have a safe holiday, and I wish you well in the circuit court. Accepting your representation as an officer of the court that the stipulated order dismissal is in the mail. I'll simply wait for it to come.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's be safe, gentlemen.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Same to you.
Hello, Judge.
Mr. Rusin?
Am I the only one here on this pretrial?
No, we're trying to get her connected to audio. I have visual and now I have audio. All right, we are on the record. This is 22-188-207. Universal Collections versus Ayanna Johnson. Date and time for pretrial. Your appearance.
Judge, may it please the court, I'm Attorney Richard Bruce, and I'm the attorney of record for the plaintiff. My bar number is 35222.
And what is your name, ma'am?
Ayanna Johnson.
All right, court opened your written discovery when we were together last week. Last time on August the 4th. I also ordered the defendant to provide copies of the photographs that had been sent to the court to counsel for plaintiff. Have you received those photographs, counsel?
Judge, as of the time of this hearing, no, I do not have them.
I did mail them. I'm not sure if, I don't know how, I don't know if they're still out for delivery because
When did you mail them, ma'am?
I mailed them, I say about a week after our court date because I had to get stamps and
A
stuff
week
like
after
that.
the
So
court date? Well,
yeah,
that would have been August the 12th, 15th, somewhere in that time span.
yes.
The,
And
mails,
oh,
mails,
sorry.
unfortunately, first class mail, they no longer claim they're going to deliver in less than 10 days. So there's really nothing for me to do at this point other than to give you a return date because we really can't do
Okay.
anything on the file at this point. I see, however, that there have been interrogatories, requests for production of documents, and requests for admission served by the plaintiff. Have you received those, ma'am?
No,
They were dated on August the 15th. Are you still at the Hubble Street address?
correct.
All right, okay. All right, we're not getting anything done today. That's clear. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a return date. The return date with me will be September 29th. And the next time we're together, we may be in a position to move forward, both because
Okay.
28 days might be up in regard to Mr. Ruzin's request for discovery. Also because by that time, he should have received Ms. Johnson's photographs. So there's really nothing else we can accomplish today since everything is either in the mail or not yet being responded to. So let's get you a date and let's get you on your way.
Okay.
September 29th. September 29th. Is that going to work for everybody at 10 o'clock?
Yes, Judge.
Ma'am,
Yes.
does that work for you? Okay. September 29th at 10 o'clock. We'll continue your written discovery and we'll check on the photographs at that point in time. Thank you
Right.
all for coming.
Thank you, Judge.
Anything else we can
Thank
do
you.
today?
Plan
No.
press.
All right. Thanks for coming in. We're off the record. Okay. Mr. Rose,
Good morning, Judge.
good morning. I think I have both sides here.
Yeah, Ms. Cozart is here. Ms. Cooper's out of town.
Okay. Your your client is Kamisha Kegler?
Yes.
Okay, she's here. I'll put her in, but I will mute her. All right. We are on the record calling file 22242490. Kamisha Kegler versus James Washington, Pamela Washington. Date and time for pretrial, your appearances.
For the record, Your Honor, my name is Arthur Rose. I'm the attorney for the defendants and counter plaintiffs, James and Pamela Washington. My P number is 25610.
Counsel,
May it please the court. Chandra Cozart, P68874, substituting for Wendy Cooper on behalf of the plaintiff / counter defendant, Kamisha Kegler.
the record should reflect Ms. Kegler is also present. Because she has counsel present, I have muted her. So I just got the responses to the plaintiff, the counter defendant's first amended answers to the counterclaim and first amended complaint. Where are we on this file, people?
Well, Your Honor allowed by consent, allowed the stipulation to be entered for the filing of the amended complaint and and answer to complaint and counter complaint. We have just gotten that and we'll answer it if necessary. I have had discussions with Ms. Cooper about possibly settling this, but she's out of town, so until after Labor Day. I will be out of town from September 13th through the 23rd. So I would hope that we're going to be able to settle it before that, actually,
Yeah.
but maybe not.
This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue your written discovery. And I'll give you guys a return date, September 29, September 29 at 11 o'clock. Does that work for everybody?
That works, Your
Yes.
Honor. Can we also have a scheduling order for a time to file dispositive motions?
Well, counsel, the way I do it
Okay,
is I will let you get your written discovery done.
okay,
And as long as you're doing discovery, I pretty much laid back about letting you do it. If you stop doing it, then I'll close it and then you can get started. But of course, in terms of scheduling orders, as you know, the court rule says a motion for summary disposition may be filed, quote, at any time, end of quote. Query the wisdom of filing it before discovery is closed, because then the answer is always discovery remains open, but that's a different issue. So basically what I do is I let you keep discovery while you're doing it. Then we'll shut it down and get dispositive motions filed if that's what we need to do.
thank you, Your Honor.
Anything else we can accomplish today?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
Anything for anybody? Thank you for coming in. September 29th at 11 o'clock, your written discovery remains open. Thank you for
Thank you,
coming.
Your Honor.
Let's be safe out there.
You too. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge Robinson.
We are on the record. This is 22-179-039. Therapy Professionals LLC versus City of Detroit. Date and time for pretrial, your respective appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christina Abro here on behalf of plaintiff P78224.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good to see you again. Ben Patterson on behalf of defendant, City of Detroit, P85118.
All right, we were last together on this file on June the 9th. And I adjourned it out till today because you guys there was supposed to be a motion for summary disposition heard August 30th in the Third Circuit case. Was that motion heard?
It was, Judge.
What decision was made?
The motion was denied.
Okay, so how does that impact us here?
Well, we did have a chance to speak, Your Honor, this morning, and we have been in talks about this. The issue, defense counsel asked if we would intervene in the patient case. However, I don't have authority to do that. I have a separate provider case, which I represent the provider. My firm represents the patient. So at this time, I mean, we can just stay on track, however Your Honor wants to proceed.
All right, your firm represents
The patient.
And you represent, you're in the same firm? So let me make sure I'm clear here. The firm is representing both the patient and the provider.
That's correct.
Now, in this case, what is your claim?
It is, I believe, 7,000. Let me confirm that. Judge, it looks like the bill is $7,870.
Okay. Well, here's the situation. Both of you guys have made the 2.3028 disclosures.
Yes.
The motion for summary disposition that we thought would have impact here apparently was denied. So we just need to get rolling. So what I'll do is I'll give you another date and I'll see you September 29th at 11 o'clock.
September 29th. Judge, is that a pretrial?
It's a pretrial. There's nothing else to do at this point to do.
Okay. May I ask the court for additional time, because I know that they're gonna probably facilitate the patient case. So can we get a little bit of extra time in this case to see if maybe we can do something at facilitation, or, you know, if they settle the patient case by any chance, then we can, you know, proceed?
When is that scheduled to happen?
I don't think it's scheduled yet, but I know that they have a pretrial coming up, or a settlement conference coming up in that patient case next month, I believe, so that they should get it scheduled soon.
Okay, so I'll see you guys on the 29th. And by that time, we can raise this issue again.
Okay,
Right now, you got nothing to tell me.
okay. That was at
Your Honor.
11 a.m., Judge?
I'm sorry, it'll be 11 o'clock. Mr. Patterson?
Yes, Your Honor. If the city would like to file, so I have several of these actions. I have another provider action where Judge Adams granted our motion for summary disposition and dismissed the provider case based on the bus video showing that there was no accidental bodily injury. If I would like to file the same motion that Judge Adams granted in this case, would I use September 29 as a hearing date, or could I have a hearing date for that? Or how would you like to proceed?
Well, what I think we should do is that Ms. Abro seems to think there's some possibility of resolving that other matter. Let's find out if that's possible. If that matter has not been done, and it does sound, she doesn't have a date, then get your motion ready and file it on the 29th, and we will set it for hearing. Because that way she has an opportunity to do the, now, my question, what was the motion in the Third Circuit based on?
It was the same motion.
Okay, so what you're telling me, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm wrong a lot. What I hear you saying is that with identity of parties, identity of issue, a court of higher jurisdiction has said there's at least a question of fact as to whether or not this individual was involved in a motor vehicle accident. Is that what happened?
That is correct, Judge.
Well, with Mr. Patterson, given that, why would I not be bound by that determination by the circuit court?
Well, Your Honor, I was actually looking at this issue this morning, and I have not pulled any case law on it, but I believe that there is no, it is not a controlling decision on Your Honor. It is not as like a published appellate decision. I understand it has
I'm
persuasive.
not talking about it from a public appellate decision. I'm talking about it from a collateral estoppel or res judicata position.
Well, there is not identity of parties, so there would not be res judicata. Collateral estoppel, I believe, would be defensive use as opposed to offensive use. And as it stands right now, Judge Adams, in a provider case, granted our motion, and then Judge Hughes denied our motion and said it has to go to a jury trial to watch the video and assess credibility. My understanding of the law, Your Honor, is that you could watch the video and rule on the motion and are not bound. It is certainly persuasive authority, but it is not controlling appellate published decision that you have to follow.
Well, I agree that it is not a published opinion that I have to follow. But let's see how we come out on our cases. Ms. Abro needs to see her doctor.
I apologize, Judge. I have
It's okay. I'm not worried about that. I'm talking about your health.
I know I caught COVID, unfortunately, so I'm trying to get through it.
Yeah, did you see your doc and get your pills?
Yeah, I got some medication. He gave me some, but he just said that I have to
get through it.
Yeah.
You have to get through it. That's the sad thing about it.
Yeah.
So it's not a decision I have to make today. And if you legal scholars decide to do that, then I presume our issues will be fully briefed and I'll have the opportunity to read and decide. In the meantime, September 29th at 11 o'clock, we'll do this again. And by that time, hopefully, you're involved, Mr. Patterson, in the circuit court case?
I am. I'm the attorney on all of these files. And as it stands right now, I believe this case, that Mr. Talbert's case will go to trial. We've gone through case evaluation. I do not believe there is much of any chance of that case up.
Well, each case is different. And, we'll see what happens. September 29th at 11 o'clock. Let's take care of yourself, Ms. Averill.
Thank you.
Stay safe out there, Mr. Patterson.
Thank you, Your Honor, and hope you feel better, counsel.
Appreciate you
Thank
coming.
you so much. Thanks.
Here.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Ms. Francis, good morning.
Good morning.
I do not have your opponent as of yet. I just wanted to let you know I knew you were here. I'll put you
Okay.
back in the waiting room.
Thank you.
Not his authority, that's- Sounds down. That's all this time on hip hop. We are on the record calling file number 22188-042, Gateway Financial Solutions versus Robin Slappy. Could I have your appearance, please?
Good morning, Your Honor, and Object Francis P. 72322 on behalf of plaintiff's attorney of record.
Good morning. By notice dated August 9th, 2022, and sent to the parties on that date, this matter set for pretrial September 1 at 11 o'clock. It's now after 11:30. The defendant has failed to appear. No good cause for that failure having been shown. The default of the defendant is hereby entered. We'll send that on out to you today, Ms. Francis. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day and be safe.
You too. You too.
We're off the record.